Hello, beautiful beings. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Henry, and I welcome you to this divine sacred space. What the hell is this little fly doing over there? Okay. I hope you're all doing well. And today I'm coming at you with the August 2025 prediction pick a card reading. So we're going to be taking a look into your overall life energy throughout the month ahead. So we're going to be looking into your home life, your career life, your love life, basically anything that is meant to come through. So I'm not gonna follow a specific order. So we're just gonna see what needs to come up for you. Okay, so we have 3 groups here. You guys are getting a closer close up for the cards in a second, so you can decide more clearly. But this is group 1 with the card Opportunity. This is group 2 with the card Courage. And this is group 3 with the card Abundance. So take your time choosing. I am gonna give you the close-up now, and then you can find the timestamps provided in the description box as well as in the comment section for the groups. So have lots of fun, and yes. Right, hello group number 1, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here. So let's find out what you guys can expect to come your way during the month of August 2025. I'm super excited to get into this, but before we pull any cards, guys, I just want to let you know something. I feel like I kind of just picked up on the energy that a lot of you guys were going through some really tough times recently. You were standing in the rain for too long. I just kind of got this image of you being like trapped inside this crazy thunderstorm for a while. And now that thunderstorm might look like, okay, like maybe you had some family issues or some physical health issues. Like there's this energy of you just getting out of that storm. So just know that you're like almost out of it. It's like I'm getting the energy you're a bird and you are basically inside the storm, but you know that you need to fly higher and higher to get to the stars. And I feel like as of right now, you're so close to reach the stars. And I know this sounds very cryptic right off the bat, but I just needed to mention that, okay? You are very close to giving up, and I need you guys to know that you cannot allow yourself or afford yourself to do that right now, okay? You need to get your last sparks of hope together and fly to the stars. You're getting out of this situation right now. I know you have been feeling very tormented and very heavy energy, and you're so sick and tired of standing in the rain. And this message is not for everyone, might I add, okay? So this is just for a select few of you who chose group number 1. I just need to get this off my chest before we completely dive into the reading. So if this doesn't resonate, don't stress it. We will get to your part, okay? So I feel like for you guys, if this resonated with you, also excuse me if I'm stumbling over my words. I am just getting used to doing longer readings again, so just bear with me. But if this does resonate with you, I want you guys to know that this October is going to be a very significant time for you. And I'm getting the tingles right now, okay? So every time I get them, I know I'm right. I know my message is right, because this autumn or this October, doesn't really matter which hemisphere you live in, is gonna be super healing. Just remember that, guys, okay? Write that down somewhere. This October is gonna open the chambers of your heart. And that sounds super cheesy, but there's something very significant happening for you during the month of October. It could be this year, it could also be next year, might I add. I just saw 333. Okay. Well, I hope this made sense. Let's go. Let's dive into the reading. So I just feel like, aside that message with the card opportunity, as I was pulling this card for you before I started recording group number 1, I felt this energy of you, like, taking flight, as I said, also like with just like flying to the stars, finally getting out of that freaking thunderstorm, which has been crazy, but also like embodying this energy of being so completely rooted. For some reason, like this imagery of an elephant is popping up. This might be significant to you. There's just some connection that, look up like elephant spiritual meaning or something. Maybe you can connect with that energy. I feel like you're being called to take action, take the flight, but also remain very rooted in your being. Okay? And I resonate with this heavily because I am living a life where, where I live and work-wise, there's a lot of like wild energy going on sometimes. And it can be very like energetically impactful. And so what I need to do every single day is to really force my ass to just sit down, meditate, and ground myself every single day, because I'm so fucking sensitive to like being up in my head and to just like being very ungrounded. It can be really annoying. So I feel like you guys might be the same. So really put a lot of energy into like coming back down. This is very important for you guys. Anyway, let's dive into your tarot cards and see what needs to come through. Group number 1. What can they expect and look out for during the month of August? What needs to happen? I mean, what will happen, but also what needs to happen. Wait a minute, the card just flew down. Let me pick it up. Ooh! Okay, we have the High Priestess right off the bat. This is beautiful energy. Pay attention to your dreams, guys. And also, I'm getting this energy of your life turning out to be a bit more mystical. It's gonna feel a lot more mystical during the upcoming month of August. I feel like maybe you're like the person who likes to go to graveyards or something, or like witchy shops, and just like connect with that mystical energy in life. I feel like you will feel that heavily. And if you're like, connecting with spirits from time to time, or you have the, you practice connecting with different deities or spirits or whatever, or, your religion or your spiritual beliefs, it's gonna be very impactful for you during the month of August. I do want you guys to know that, how do I say this? Wait, let me pull another card, because I want to be clear as day, because I just picked up on something and I want to make sure. Guys, okay, what is going on? We also have death here. I feel like it's going to be a very intuitive month for you. And also, I know the death card can be interpreted in so many different ways, but I feel like for like this constellation right now, it's like spirit telling you there might be some heavy connection from the other side, just like really giving you the directions you need in order to fully get out of the storm we were just talking about. So pay attention to your dreams, to the signs around you. I know this sounds boring. This is a boring message, guys. But I'm mentioning this because it needs to be on your radar. There's going to be a lot of messages from the other side, as I like to say. And you might be noticing that animals will follow you. I'm getting this energy of like cats, or like when you walk through the woods or something. Or like even in the city, like you're gonna have some kind of animal encounters, which usually don't really happen. Like you guys are just giving me the energy of being like very, very mystical, like a mystical Disney princess is what I'm getting for you guys. This is interesting, but what is this like? Why is it like that, Spirit? Give me some clarifiers, okay? I know why, because with Judgment here, it's crazy how we have 3 major arcana cards just right off the bat. But listen, you guys, I feel like I now know what the storm is about for a lot of you. I feel like you consciously left something behind that wasn't doing you any good, even though it was a bad habit, and that bad habit gave you a lot of dopamine. So it could have been somebody who did you dirty, who did you wrong. It could be some kind of addiction, you know, it could be like drinking too much Coke, smoking too much. Actually, like, trigger warning, guys, okay? Like, self-harming, you know? It could be some really heavy energy that you decided to step away from in order to get yourself on a clearer and more beautiful and starry, hopeful path. You turned away. You guys are kind of like the black sheep. You guys are like channeling the black sheep, basically. And you're confronting yourself is what I'm getting. I feel like your higher self took over in order for you to finally step away from this toxicity, this like drinking habit, or like, I feel like it's a person, guys. I feel like this is gonna sound very heavy. It's a person that did you so dirty, who in the future you will look at, like you will remember, and you'll be like, holy shit, I can't believe I stayed even after that. Some of you actually, and this is, guys, listen, if this has not happened, you do not have to claim this. It's not your message, okay? I just want to make sure, like, I don't want to put fear into your mind or something. But this is for the people who already found out and who, like, will resonate with what I'm about to say. For some of you, your partner, ex-partner, cheated on you, and you recently found out, and now you decided to break things off, and it's very hard because you may still love that person, or that person just hurt you so incredibly badly, and I just saw 11/11, and you guys are like, no, ain't no way. I'm not going back. And it hurts because you love them. You know, you really do, but guess what? How do I say this? You guys are fooling yourself if you think that this is real love. Real love comes with a lot of respect from both sides, guys. Okay? You were enchanted. You were fooled. That is not your fault. But it is your duty to get the fuck away from that person. Okay? Or a situation could be applied to a situation as well, you know? Could be like a toxic workplace, or like anything, guys, okay? Like, it's truly like different for everyone, but for a lot of people, I'm seeing like some kind of addiction habit, or a person, you know? I really feel like there's a person here who, like, for some of you, you caught cheating or something, or this might have happened a long time ago, and you're still like clinging on to that. And you're like, oh my God, will I ever like get together with them again? Why do you care? Why do you want to get back together with somebody who hurt you so badly? Are you kidding me? Like, you need to have some self-respect. And I feel like this is really what the thunderstorm is about for a lot of you as well. It's like, you want to go back so bad, and you keep needing to remind yourself that you cannot do that, because I promise you there's gonna be so much more beautiful things coming on the other side. And there's people who you can actually trust and who respect you and who will choose you fully, where you do not have to worry about them doing some weird shit. And guys, listen, I recently saw this reel on Instagram, which I found very funny. It was basically about a girl posting like, when you finally have a boyfriend where you are not scared that he's cheating or something, but you're now scared that he's gonna die or something, you know? And I feel like this is like probably like with the next person you'll like get together with. This is for the people who resonate with this message and are single right now and stuff, you know? But I feel like this is gonna be the only worry you may have from time to time, you know? Because the times will be so good with that person. You will never have to worry about them cheating. And you also just, like, the only thing that you will kind of worry about will probably be like, wow, times are so good. Our relationship, our marriage is so beautiful. The only thing I'm afraid of is losing them someday. Like, you know, till death do us part. Like, this is just the energy I'm getting right now. I'm sorry if I'm being very blunt, but guys, like, you are doing such a great job at stepping away from whatever is so fucking toxic. And guys, listen, I know you think you might be a fool for wanting to go back, but guess what? Some people actually stay. Some people actually stay. And for the few of you who have been done very dirty, got cheated on, or like emotionally like manipulated or whatever it is, you know, or like worse, you know, and if you haven't left yet, this is your sign. This is your sign. You need to go, because the grass is greener on the other side. Let me tell you, the grass is definitely greener in your future. You need to pave the way. You need to pave the way. There's still amazing people out there, and we cannot allow ourselves to continue being so attached to people who don't give a single flying shit about us. Okay? Anyway, let's move on. I feel like... Ooh, give me 1 second. And I feel like you are angry. You guys may be angry for me telling you all of this. Oh my goodness, guys. Yes, you guys are definitely full with anger, and it's a good sign. It's a good sign because you are mad at yourself, and that's a good sign because, as I said, some people don't even leave. You made the choice to leave. Now you're mad at yourself for wanting to go back. But guys, listen. Anger is a good sign because it's keeping you away from the dust. Okay? So I just feel like there's a lot of peace coming into the situation. And as I said, you can apply this reading to any situation you're having in your life right now. Doesn't have to be about a person or addiction. Could be anything, because everyone's lives are different, you know? But I'm telling you, the heavy rain is stopping, and you will find yourself after this reading, guys. Mark my words. The thunderstorm will slowly, but surely, very, strongly and fast transform into just, drizzles from the sky. And you will see the sky is clearing up, and there may even be a rainbow. Okay? Ooh, shit. Okay, that was aggressive. Give me 1 second to pick this card up. Oh my god, guys. You guys I need you guys to know that I know you're clinging onto... Guys, cards just keep falling down. I'm so sorry. Just give me 1 second. This is chaotic, but I also don't feel like editing anything. I'm just giving it to you raw and honest, you know? We have the Tower and the Chariot. Guys, are you kidding me? Why are there only major arcanas in this? This deck is perfectly mixed. I didn't put all the major arcanas together or something. I don't know what's happening. I really don't know. But listen, guys, I know you feel like everything is falling apart, but guess what? No, it's not falling apart, it's falling together. It's falling together. I feel like, you guys know anything about K-pop? I I used to be, and I am still very much a fan of Blackpink. I think I love their music, and I was super invested when I was like 17, and I was like doing a lot of research on them, and I was like, how did they do this, you know? And I found out like K-pop stars, they are like trainees for a long ass time before they get like debuted and before they actually like get signed to a group, and then they have all that great music and expensive music videos provided by the company and stuff. They have to train for that shit for a long ass time, and those training years are super hard. There's so much pressure put on them. It's crazy. It's not okay, honestly. Like that shit is so not okay, but they're working very, very hard. I feel like you are kind of giving the same energy. You guys have been through so much. Remember when I just told you about October during the beginning of the reading? Guys, that is your time when you will debut. This autumn, okay? And I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna say like, oh, this August everything will be perfect. Like there's still some waves from the past crashing in, but definitely not as harshly as it has been. Okay, things are starting to soften now. All right? It's happening now as we speak. But just know, like, it's not going to be fixed overnight, is what I'm saying. But it's already becoming more, like, peaceful, you know? I was on this beautiful island called Idra last year. It's an island in Greece, and there are no cars allowed, not even bikes, like no nothing. And the only transportation service there is are literally donkeys, which I don't like, but you know. So I was there for like 10 days, solo travel, had the most amazing time. Oh my fucking god, it was beautiful. Let me tell you guys, there was a storm. Oh, I thought I was gonna die. Okay. Like, it was crazy. I was in my Airbnb, it was on top of a hill. And all of a sudden, I just saw Mother Earth just conjure up this big ass fucking storm. I was like, am I gonna, like, I was calling my mom. I was like, Mom, listen, like, there's a situation, like, happening here. I cannot leave the Airbnb. And also, it's on top of a mountain, so, like, you know, just I just wanted to make sure that you like hear my voice one last time. And this was very obviously dramatic. And I'm still alive and it wasn't that bad. But guys, the storm, like it looked crazy. But after like 20, 30 minutes, it cleared up. I walked outside. There were like a million rainbows and a sunset at the same time. It was so fucking beautiful. It was the most healing nature event I had ever witnessed, if I'm being completely honest. And all the cats on the island were running around and it was so beautiful. So this is the energy I'm picking up for you in the very near future. So please keep holding on. I know you're almost about to fall off that skateboard and that's what it feels like. But guys, listen, I promise you it's gonna get better, okay? So with that being said, let's dive more deeply. I want to find out... No, actually, guys, something else is coming in, which I feel like I need to tell you about. You guys are signing some kind of contract. You guys are signing some kind of lease for a new home. Maybe you guys are just leaving this toxic household and you haven't found a home yet. You guys are signing a lease. Signing a contract. There's something about you signing a contract and having to keep your mouth shut about something, but also like that's not a bad thing. It's just like something like a contract, a sponsorship. If you're on social media, there's something that you will sign and you might keep your mouth shut about it, you know? And this is a positive or neutral message, okay? So just look out for that. Let's dive deeper. Guys, there's definitely some kind of contract coming. Maybe it's a work contract, like something, okay? And I'm proud of you. You're making those business moves, okay? We also have the card Blue Moon, believe in the impossible. Yes, bitch, that is the energy we need, okay? And if you are lacking this belief in yourself, I believe in you, okay? I went through so much shit in my life, guys. One thing I always did was, even if it was half-assed, I always believed at least a tiny bit in myself. So if I can do it, so can you, okay? I'm here to tell you that you can do anything, and I believe in you. And I know you're tired, and a lot of you guys are listening to this reading like, oh, what the fuck is he saying? Like, you know, I get you. But guess what? I still believe in you. You know, nothing, you cannot say anything that's gonna take that away from me. And I'm here for you. And, you know, if you ever need guidance, you know where to tune in. But this is the energy I'm getting for you guys, okay? Also bringing love into the situation is kind of giving me the energy of you investing more love into yourself, into your, the things you wear. For some of you, you guys are getting new jewelry or something, you're painting your nails, you're getting your nails done, like there's just something like that you're doing for your beauty out of love. And let me tell you something, guys. Also, let me take a sip of my vanilla Coke. And this is crazy, guys. Obviously not sponsored. I never ever drink Coke, but my boyfriend recently bought one and left it in my fridge. And before I started the reading, I was like, actually, let's try, you know? Anyway, I keep rambling, sorry guys. But listen, you're kind of giving me the energy of Georgia Miller. I don't know if some of you guys watched Ginny and Georgia. It's a great show, by far one of my favorites. And this woman, she has been through so much crazy shit, but she also does some crazy shit. But nonetheless, she always looks incredibly snatched. Her outfits always incredibly well put together. This is a season 3 spoiler of Ginny and Georgia, guys, so if you are about to watch this season or the show, just mute me for the next 10 seconds. But even in court, she walked up with the most incredible outfits. I'm not even kidding, guys. Oh, this is you. This needs to be you, guys, because going through hardship is much easier when you look and feel good about yourself. And I know this sounds superficial, but guess what? It's true, okay? You can never catch me looking like who did it and why if I'm going through a tough time. For some reason, that makes me glow even more. I was talking to my mom about this the other day because 2 years ago, I had some really challenging health scares, which thank God that was fixed, you know. I should do story time on this at some point and revive my podcast, honestly. But throughout this time, I was so stressed out. I was anxious and I just like, you know, I felt absolutely at rock bottom, but guess what? For some reason, I felt like I was glowing the most. I don't know why. And I'm casting this energy on you. Like, if you are going through a tough time in life, you're gonna look good as fuck. And that's gonna make you feel better about it, period. Okay? So, final messages for you guys. Oh my gosh, wow, this has been a long reading. I mean, not that long, but still. Wait a second. Okay, I'm gonna pull one card from here and see any final messages for group number 1. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's see, the message. Positive news, positive outcome. Oh my God, guys, I love this. I really do. Okay, so there's positivity and just a positive outcome coming into your situation, flowing into your situation, guys, okay? And you know me, like I'm honest in my readings, so I'm not gonna spread some bullshit. But this is like... And also with the white pigeon here, guys, if you see white pigeons, just know that this is on the way, okay? The positive news, the positive outcome is on the way, okay? Also, last minute message for you guys. If there's a contract that where there have been some complications and that is why you have been going through this mental thunderstorm, white pigeons will show you that it's gonna be figured out in the most high divine possible way. This is just for some of you, okay? So I'm gonna pull one last affirmation card to see which affirmation you can tell yourself throughout the month of August. Ooh. Okay, give me 1 second. We have the cards. Ooh, we have the card, I love my body. Okay. I create peacefulness in my mind, and my body reflects this peacefulness as perfect health. Guys, I'm gonna repeat that because you need to hear it. Also, take a screenshot right now, put it as your lock screen, like whatever. Wait, if you put it at your lock screen, I'm gonna hold it like this so you can, like, you know, so it looks better. I create peacefulness in my mind, and my body reflects this peacefulness as perfect health. Ooh. Guys, group number 1, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for listening. Let me know if this resonates. And yeah, I hope you are going to have a beautiful month of August. You got this. I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you on my next one. Bye. Right, hello group number 2. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here. So let's find out what you guys can expect to come your way during the month of August 2025. Listen, guys, oh my god. Just before I hit the record button, I just got this crazy stressful energy of you guys. You guys are stressed the hell out. Almost like group number 1, but maybe in a not so serious way. I feel like you are like very deeply immersed in some kind of project that is very stressful and you have a deadline that you need to finish. Maybe you're like writing your thesis or something, or you're studying for this super huge test, which is basically deciding the fate of your career life. This is just the energy I'm getting here. For a lot of you guys, you're like, oh, what should I do about this, you know? How do I gather up the courage that I need to basically survive the stressful as fuck time? Because we have the card courage here, and it says courage in the face of conflict. So there's a lot of energy going on in your life that's like, it's asking you to channel all the courage you have because it's gonna have a good outcome, you know? Or let's put it this way. A lot of the times we need to remember that anxiety and stress doesn't change anything. You know, it doesn't really change our fate, our destiny. A lot of you guys could be solo traveling for the first time, or traveling somewhere during the month of August, or maybe even like late summer, September, and you're already stressing out so much about it because it's right around the corner and you've never done this certain thing before. Also, why do I keep putting my head here? But you know what I mean. You're doing something for the first time and it scares you because you're taking a leap of faith, you're jumping into the unknown. Little do you know that you're not jumping off a cliff, you are actually starting to fly. It's like you think that you're this being that doesn't have wings. Obviously, like, don't jump off a cliff, literally. Don't do that. But I feel like, energetically speaking, you're afraid that you won't be able to fly. But I see you guys actually flying, okay? see you taking that leap of faith and succeeding. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of you guys have been studying for this or training for this. For some of you guys, it's some kind of competition, marathon, something, you know, like a spiritual retreat workshop that you're doing, like anything that is, what's the word? Requiring you to step into that leader role or like a mothership, you know. You guys are ready for it, otherwise it wouldn't be happening. You know what I mean? And I just saw 333. Ooh, beautiful energy. Without further ado, I feel like I have nothing more to add to that specifically, so let's dive into the tarot cards and see what you guys need to hear. But guys, you really need to find a way to let go of that stress, because this level of stress and frustration I felt before I even started, I was like, yo, what's happening here? Okay, so group number 2. What do they need to hear? What do they need to know? Okay, what needs to come through for the month of August? Give me 1 second. We have the card Page of Wands. Oh, this beautiful energy for you guys. Look, this kid is taking the leap. He's jumping over the running stream, and the friends behind, in the background, are cheering him on. This is you. This is beautiful. I feel like, guys, whatever you've been stressing about, you don't need to stress about it, because you're gonna succeed. You are going to succeed. Okay? Especially, like, guys, if it's a travel or something, or like, we also have the card Temperance here. If there's recently been some kind of like falling out with somebody, or you are trying to just like lift and figure out some conflict, it's like you are succeeding. Or like for very few of you, you know, like if you're like a lawyer or something, or like, you know, you're tapped into that energy, there will be like a reunion between people who had conflict. This is what I'm seeing. Maybe it's between you and somebody you love, you know? I see you guys just figuring that shit out again. You know what I mean? So I want you guys to have hope. Like, I'm your little internet friend telling you that it's okay to have hope, okay? And that you shouldn't worry about it too much. In fact, right now you should be like putting more energy into being comfortable within yourself, and having a comfortable space for yourself, nurturing yourself, nourishing yourself with calming rituals instead of stressing about this shit, because it will be solved. You do not need to worry whether it's a travel situation, because I feel like for a lot of guys it actually is traveling and you're afraid of that, or it's something where you are actually getting out of your comfort zone and you're afraid of that. Guys, channel your hermit mode, especially in the evening. Do some things that really calm your soul. You have to remember, it's not as deep as it seems. I know you guys are very sensitive, and that's a beautiful thing, but sometimes we get so caught up in harsh energy as well, you know? So I just want you guys to know, have a beautiful night routine, have a beautiful morning routine. For me personally, I am heavy with my morning routines. Like, I need my morning routine. I meditate, I journal, I make myself a beautiful, juicy, abundant porridge every single morning with fresh blueberries, banana, cinnamon, sometimes some maca powder, oat milk, and like the whole thing basically. And I make it into a ritual. I light candles and I just have a great breakfast. And you know, even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes of meditation or a walk or something, like I need you guys to find a routine, because I feel like you guys are spending your time like maybe like binging things on Netflix, which is totally fine. Sometimes that's perfect as well, but I need you guys to put the most focus on actually establishing routines for you that work for you instead of against you. Because when the last thing you do at night is binging Netflix, I promise you, you will not feel like you will not wake up feeling energized. Like, for example, when you, like, the last thing you would do, like, is read something or like meditate at night, you know, because then you will actually wake up feeling refreshed. And I see this every time, and I'm no saint. Like, sometimes, a lot of the times, I will like watch some calming content on YouTube, or like I play Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, I design my campsite or something, you know, and then I go to sleep. So this is a message from me as well, you know, it's okay to put the phone away before going to sleep. It's possible to fall asleep without looking at the screen last thing at night. Okay, so this is the energy that it's giving me. But also for some of you guys, if you're in that hermit energy too much, I need you guys to step out of that too. Because balance needs to be here, okay? Just give me 1 second while I pull you guys some cards. What needs to come through? Guys, I feel like some of you guys actually had a conflict or fight with somebody. This Five of Swords energy is giving that to me heavily. I just keep getting that you shouldn't stress about it too much, because eventually everything will be solved. And right now you need to nourish yourself. Guys, you need to cook very good for yourself. I don't know why this is coming through, but in order to cleanse your spirit, okay, I'll stop shuffling because this is important. In order for your spiritual body and energetic field to be cleansed, you guys need to eat very clean and balanced, okay? And it's not like you can't like eat like fast food or like sweet treats or something, you know? But you guys need to eat more balanced, okay? And at least like twice a week, you guys need to cook yourself something fresh, okay? With like fresh vegetables and like fruits and like just like more freshness, okay? Because guess what? Everything is intertwined and connected. Your spiritual well-being and obviously physical well-being and also emotional well-being will profit from you eating more clean, organic vegetables. Like, you guys need to do that. Very important. I just saw 1111, okay? This needed to come through for some reason, and for some reason I just picked up the Oracle deck instead of the Tarot deck, so we're going to be pulling one Oracle card before we dive more into the Tarot. What's going on? Group number 2, what needs to be heard? What is the energy? Give me 1 second, guys. What needs to come through? I feel like I want to dive into your love life, guys. Also, my nose is a bit stiffy, I'm sorry. I just put on some sage incense for some reason, like I'm very sensitive to that. We have the card Remembrance. Resurfing of past feelings and emotions, okay? I feel like for some of you, this conflict is actually about like a relationship from the past, and you're like, I did a bad thing and I want to apologize and I want to make up for it. Or this person did a bad thing and you're like, why didn't they apologize? I feel like it's going to be solved and both parts will be willing to forgive. However, guys, listen. Just because somebody is coming back to apologize doesn't mean that you should get back together with that person. That's common sense, you know? You cannot go back to trash that treated you badly just because they're now apologizing. Obviously, you can accept the apology and forgive, but that doesn't mean that you owe going back to them. You don't owe them anything, guys, okay? This is just a disclaimer. Group number 2, what's the energy in their love life? I wanna see. Ooh, guys. Okay. Group number 2. You guys are hopeless romantics, okay? I see hope core. I see harmony. I see some spicy miracle happening, okay? In your love life during the month of August, we have the star here. I love that card. Ooh, I feel like, listen, guys, if you're like on social media or like in general, a lot of like, not a lot of people, okay? But like some people will actually be annoyed by how like giddy and like happy you are because of like a new crush or like you're starting to date somebody new. Guys, I have a strong feeling that your love life is gonna be very abundant during the month of August, okay? And you guys know, like, I am not really, or if you don't know yet, I'm not really like a love life reader. I don't care too much for that. So whenever messages like these come up, which happens rarely, just know that it's meant to be, it's true, okay? Because I really don't care about love life too much, okay? Like, we should decenter romance and make sure that we are romanticizing ourselves and our lives and our friendships first before any romantic interest, if I'm being honest. Even though that can also be super beautiful, you know? But just make sure to not lose yourself in romance again, okay? But I feel like it's gonna be juicy during the month of August, guys. Ooh. And listen, for some of you, just for some of you, I'm like, disclaimer, okay? Because don't take everything I say as your message, because different people are gonna be tuning into this, right? So it's not just you, but for some of you, group number 2, just for some of you. And if you don't want it, you don't, like, this is not your message, okay? But for some of you, I see some pregnancy energy. Ooh, I said it, okay? I said it. I know. I said it because I got the vibe. For some of you, you guys are very like, you know, able to receive. If you know what I mean. And like the child, you know? Like if that has been like your, you know, thing. And as I said, like even if it's your wish, it still might not be for you, you know? So this is just like, if you're seeing this and if it happens in August, just remember that. Is all I'm gonna say. But very, very select few. I don't like giving these messages, but I had to at this point, okay? I couldn't look away. So just know that like, I don't want to get your hopes down, but I also don't want to get your hopes up. Like, just take this very neutrally, okay? Because I really don't like incorporating too much of these things into my readings, because it's just not my place. I don't believe it's anyone's place, if I'm being honest, but so just take that with a grain of salt. Maybe I should stop giving so much disclaimers and just say what I'm seeing, you know? But anyway, group number 2, what's poppin'? Let's see. Give me 1 second to pick those cards up. Right, Craig. Ooh, okay, we have the Fool and the Queen of Pentacles. Guys, what did I just tell you about taking a leap of faith? The Fool card is the perfect, it's the face of taking a leap of faith, guys, okay? There's a new beginning coming in for you, hopping in for you. Okay, this is very specific, but if you guys are masculine, liking masculine, or if you guys are feminine liking feminine, if you guys are part of the LGBTQ community, I feel like you're actually getting together with somebody who embodies a very like gender norm kind of energy. So you might be seeing somebody, I'm getting it like if you're a guy and you're into guys as well, it's like you might be attracting somebody that is religious or like hasn't fully like, doesn't really wear their sexuality on their sleeve for everyone to see. And they're very traditional is what I'm getting. I don't know why I got this. I just got the energy I had to tell you. Somebody is very traditional and conscious about what they're wearing. And they're trying to fit very much into the gender norm that is present here on this earth. which is obviously bullshit because we can do whatever we want, but we have a long time to go there, right? Queen of Pentacles. I feel like, guys, listen. Sometimes we should be patient with the people we meet for the first time. This could be friendship, but mostly I'm getting this energy from a romantic interest. It's like, be patient, especially if they're like shy or something. Don't be too patient though, okay? Keep your options open. Like, don't put all your eggs into one basket, okay? If it doesn't feel right, right? Always tune in with your heart, but I feel like patience will pay off. For some reason, I'm getting that for you, group number 2. But also make sure that you don't like wait for somebody too long, because I feel like you're already like very much capable of waiting for people too long. So just make sure that that's not happening again. But I feel like you might be meeting somebody if you're single, or even like if you're taken, or also single and you just want friendships. Like, this could be a new friend that's very shy, you know, and doesn't really open up that fast. And you, on the other hand, you're like, I don't know if this is a connection that's worth pursuing. Just know that it's gonna pay off. There's some abundance coming in from this connection. But anyway, I'm gonna move on from this message because I feel like at this point, everything that had to be said was said. Guys, okay, we have the 8 of Pentacles. I'm getting this energy that you're working very hard on yourself and your goals, and the person that is coming into your life finds that very attractive, okay? So it might also be at work. You're meeting somebody at work and they're gonna be like, oh, this person is such a hardworking goddess or like king or whatever, you know? And they find that very attractive. They admire you. They look like when you're busy doing something, or when you're in your element, or like you, like, I don't know, playing the piano, or like doing your work, doing your job, whatever it is that you do. They look at you in awe because they're like, wow, this person's so beautiful. I love what they're doing. I feel like group number 2, a lot of you guys actually also have like these super like cunning, deep eyes. I'm getting Ocean Eyes by Billie Eilish, you know? Group number 2, I just want to let you guys know you have crazy dope eyes. Like, your eyes are so enchanting. Like, the allure is crazy, and people fall in love when they look at into your eyes. It almost seems like you know more, and you're very wise beyond your years, is what I'm getting. And people see that just by looking into your eyes. You guys have very enchanting, beautiful eyes, okay? And that is why people always look at you when you're walking down the street, or basically anywhere. Just know that you have super beautiful eyes, okay? For some of you guys, you've been feeling a lot of tension in your neck. I want you guys to do some stretches more, okay? Especially if you're sitting a lot, or if you're like anxious, because if you're like, you feel very anxious or stressed out a lot, your body will become tense, and then your neck will be stiff and stuff. Like, you know, like very like normal message here, but like, stretch more, please, okay? I see that, like there's some weight on your neck for some reason. I'm just getting the energy of that, okay? So with that being said, I want to dive deeper. Sorry guys, I just got distracted by like all this all this energy here. I want to dive deeper and see what it is that, should I choose this one or that one? Okay, that one. What it is that you guys need to hear overall, like any Final messages. We have the full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Okay. Ooh, beautiful alignment here. We also have a card, full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. Guys, I see, you know, like the answers you need are coming and conclusions are within reach. Things are being figured out as we speak. So if you feel confused about something, I told you earlier, you know, with a certain connection or something, if there's been conflict, if there's been anything unclear, it's gonna be cleared the fuck up during the month of August, period, okay? We also have the full moon in Aquarius, okay? So we have 3 full moons here, which is very like, what's the right word? It's like things are coming full circle. Okay, like it's giving heavy circle energy, you know? You see circle, 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 like it was circles everywhere. It's like things are coming full circle. A full circle moment is approaching you in life. And you need to stop worrying so much because that full circle moment is coming, okay? And your worrying will not change anything. So please just like try to calm yourself. Try to like channel this hermit energy and like, you know, like be with yourself, do some beautiful self-care rituals. I just see you guys like, you need to let go of thinking about this too much. And I know like for some of you guys, you're actually really like going on some travel journey or huge journey, like something very new where any normal person would be, you know, like scared or freaking out a bit. But this is your permission ticket to take it down a notch because you guys have worried enough, okay? So like distract yourself in a healthy way and just know that this is happening in the most like divinely aligned way, okay? I don't make the rules. Okay, I'm also getting like, I'm getting the vibe that I should pull one card from this deck. Also, oh my gosh, we didn't even address the card Show the World the Real You. I feel like, as I said, like you guys have such beautiful eyes, you have a beautiful aura. Like this very like kind of like purple energy is around you at this time. Embrace it, don't try to hide it. Go around with your head up high instead of looking down. Very important for you guys to hear this, okay? When you walk around outside or anywhere you are, keep your head up high. Because not only does that send out the energy to people that you are not to be fucked with, okay? And it's also a bit like you need to like just channel this queen, like king, like energy more of just keeping your head up, you know? This will intimidate the people who need to be intimidated by it, and it will show the people who will be like, ooh, like she's in her like confidence energy. This will be shown to the right people. Like just keep your head up is what I'm getting. Don't look down too much. Start slowly but surely stepping out of that shy persona you have built within yourself for your whole life. You need to start keeping your head up, you know? Please, when you're walking outside, keep your head up. Anyway, final message for group number 2. What needs to come through? Okay, we have the card Full Moon Temple. Another full moon? Are you kidding me? Celebration, peak, transcendent moment. Guys, what do I even need to tell you about this, okay? Peak. You guys are gonna be at your peak, okay? Peak of the career, peak of your relationship life. It will feel freaking divine. And if you think that you already were at your peak, honey, August is gonna prove you wrong. So, final affirmation for you guys, because I gave it to group number 1 and I want to give it to you guys too. In terms of what it is that you need like to remember and repeat after during the month of August. It's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. Anytime anxiety comes up, guys, okay? It's only a thought, and the thought can be changed. It can be changed and transmuted into something positive. You guys are the alchemist. I am not limited by any past thinking. I choose my thoughts with care. I constantly have new insights and new ways of looking at my world. I am willing to change and grow. Ooh. I'm gonna hold it like this so you can take a screenshot and maybe like use it as your lock screen or whatever. Like, you know, I know some of you guys like to do that, so I'm just gonna do it and hold it like this and repeat it again because it needs to go into your freaking subconscious. I am not limited by any past thinking. I choose my thoughts with care. I constantly have new insights and new ways of looking at my world. I am willing to change and grow. Ooh, okay. Group number 2, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if this resonated. I'd love to hear from you. What resonated the most, what you are the most excited about during the month of August. And as always, I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for tuning in. I love you and see you on my next one. Bye. All right, hello group number 3. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get into it. Let's find out what you guys can expect to come your way during the month of August 2025. But as I said, this reading is timeless. So whenever you're seeing this, just know that it's meant for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be August 2025 when you're stumbling across this in like, I don't know, 2 years or something. Doesn't matter. Timeless, period. Okay, so let's get into this and find out what it is that you guys need to hear. First things first, guys, okay? So, we have the card Abundance here. Count your count your blessings, okay, guys? If you hear me stumbling upon like my words, please don't mind me. I'm just getting used to doing longer speeches again. It's been a while since I had it actually like as a routine, so please just don't mind me. I'm not gonna edit this. We're hanging out as friends, so I do not need to fear of being judged because I also don't care. So, but the card Abundance, counting your blessings. Listen, guys, let me tell you a story. Basically, this morning I was on the train with my boyfriend. We were going to the lake, very beautiful summer day, and I was complaining about my stiff neck because for some reason this morning I just had some like, my neck was very stiff and was a bit painful sitting there, and I was like, my neck hurts, babe, like what am I gonna do? You know, and I was complaining, you know, who cares? I look on my Instagram, you know, and I saw some really devastating things about the world, which obviously, as we all know, is a crazy place currently. And it put things into perspective for me very quickly. It was like a wake-up call, like, Henry, you do not need to be complaining about your neck right now. Okay, you have it so good. You're going to the lake with your boyfriend. You're having an amazing time. You're getting coffee and go on a beautiful nature walk. Like, what is your problem? Can you calm the fuck down? By the way, guys, if you hear some weird sounds, it's because I have a mint in my mouth. Sometimes I just needed to focus. I don't even know. Anyway, so where I'm getting with this, I was like, I need to calm down and stop worrying about things that I really don't need to worry about. Like, really, truly shouldn't be focusing any energy on, right? So I very, you know, like, confidently and proud of myself told my boyfriend, I was like, listen, you know what? I'm not gonna complain about these things no more. I am done. There's so many worse things on the world, and bless, you know, like, it's crazy. But I'm gonna stop the bullshit, you know? So minutes later, we actually went to the cafe, and it was full of wasps. We both have a huge phobia and fear of wasps, and we were freaking out like crazy, and I was getting so stressed, and then I was like, wait a minute, Henry, what are you doing? Like, didn't we just decide to stop that? Guys, long story short, this is your energy. I feel like You guys have this habit of just not being able to accept abundance because you keep getting distracted by quote unquote problems that aren't real problems. And you get distracted so easily. It's almost annoying. Like, anything can go wrong. And I believe we had this message a couple of days ago in a collective reading. Your mug falls down. You take it personally. You don't catch your train because you were 1 minute too late. You take it super personally from the universe. Guys, the universe is not out to get you. I mean, yes, it is out to get you, but only to get you so it can shower you in love, you know? It is not out to get you to like have evil intentions towards you or something. Like, I feel like you guys are really in that victim mindset of being like, oh, why is this happening to me? And then you're completely disregarding all the beautiful things that happened in your life. And listen, guys, I feel you so much because I catch myself doing that a lot. I make things much heavier and harder than they actually are. And sometimes I complain, and the people close to me are like, honey, this is not really an issue. So let me tell you something, guys. There's a beautiful gift of abundance waiting to be received for you during the month of August. You need to make space for it, and you need to stop complaining so much. Okay? For some reason, I'm also hearing, like, this may sound weird, but I'm picking up on the energy that you might hear something, like an idea, or like somebody, like some stranger sitting next to you in a cafe dropping like a very inspiring idea that you will do as well after hearing it. There's just something your ears are going to receive that's going to be very positively impactful in your life. I don't even know what it is. You will find out yourself. I'm not telling you to like eavesdrop, but if you do end up somewhere in public and like the people next to you are like basically you're speaking your answered prayers, take that as a sign, guys. I feel like there's something with your ears during the month of August. I don't even know what it is, guys, okay? I'm telling you, you may hear accidentally eavesdrop over somebody speaking about a certain thing that's gonna influence you so much in life and make you super abundant and successful. All right? I mean, don't copy anyone's ideas or something, but like, this is the energy I'm getting. You're hearing something and you're like, holy shit, I need to do that. And then you start doing that and you watch your life transform. This could also be your friend telling you, or like a YouTuber telling you what they do in order to feel like this or that way. And then you're gonna put that energy into your life and do the same. And you're like, holy shit, it's transforming everything in my life. So make space for the abundance waiting to be like coming into your life, okay? Be conscious of what you're consuming, what you're hearing around you, because there's gifts, there's treasures lying in the most random situations, guys. Sometimes it's just be like that, you know? Because a lot of the times the universe will use other people, the universe will use other people and send them into your life, even if it's strangers, to show you what you need to hear and get the message that you need to you, you know, so that you can receive it. Anyway, let's dive into the tarot cards and see what you need to hear, group number 3. By the way, for you, group number 3, I felt called to switch the light to pink. I don't even know why. Spirit, what do the people who chose group number 3 need to hear? Ooh, girl, okay. 10 of Wands, guys. You are freaking out. You're stressed the fuck out. This is like a very present energy in all of these piles, if I'm being honest. But you guys are stressed the fuck out because you just make it so much harder. than it actually is. And I'm saying this confidently because we had those past two groups with some like real issues, and I just know if your situation was actually that insane, you would have chosen either one or two. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm gonna expose you for a bit, okay? And I'm not disregarding your feelings, but I feel like it's come to a point where I need to tell you that you are creating way more suffering than there should be in the first place, okay? It started off as something very heavy, okay? Like, bless. You went through a lot, okay? And I'm not telling you like that your feelings are not valid, because all feelings are valid always, okay? And I'm here for you and you got this. But in order for me to actually be here for you, I'm gonna tell you this thing. Sometimes we are so comfortable in our misery that we tell ourselves subconsciously to stay there by trying to prove the point to everyone that you're still miserable, that life is still horrible, because deep down you want to be acknowledged. Like, you want that, I wouldn't say attention, but you want that care, you want that love, because maybe deep down you feel like only if you're stressed and only if you're going through a hard time, then you will receive that love. It's like you're begging for love when you feel bad. And that is completely normal, but that it should be completely natural for you to receive love anytime. And also, especially when you're going through a tough time, but you shouldn't even be asking for it. Okay? It's your divine birthright to receive love in abundance. You don't have to stay miserable to get it. You can be blessed and super happy, and on top of that, receive so much love. I feel like this is a very subconscious thing for you guys. We also have the card Strength. I'm telling you guys, it's time to stop playing the victim card, because when you choose strength and when you choose to be like, okay, no one's coming to save me, I need to save myself, that is when this abundance will come in. You cannot keep waiting for other people to fix you or fix or heal whatever is broken, you know? And also, it's a thing like, you know, therapy is great. I advise everyone to do it. Honestly, we live in a world where I personally think that everyone needs therapy. You know, like, it's a crazy fucking world. We all need some form of therapy. But should that therapist you're going to have all the power over you to decide if you're getting better or not? No, because it's still in your hands, because the therapist is only giving you the tools you need in order to heal yourself. You need to take those tools and actually put them to work in action. And I feel like if you're doing this, especially during the month of August, you need to remember, no one's coming to save me, I need to save myself. That is when all the abundance is coming in, guys. I'm telling you. Because it's the bittersweet truth. No one's coming to save you. You need to save yourself. Yes, you will have support. You will have all the love you need. Okay, you will have a strong support system. But if that is not the case right now, you need to pick yourself up again, because no one's gonna do it for you. That's the bitter truth, guys. You are the most important person in your life. And if you don't realize that, then you are fucked. Because we live in a world where it is mandatory for you to realize that you need to save you. Nothing else can save you. They're all just giving you the tools you need. Even I'm sitting here giving you this reading that you're watching on your phone or laptop, iPad, whatever. I'm just a voice telling you, like, obviously I'm a person, and but for you right now, I'm just the voice, I'm just giving you the tools you need in order for you to think about whether it's a good idea or a bad idea for you to actually use them, right? You need to take those tools that you have been gathering and finally start using them yourself. Point blank, guys. I am telling you, okay? Let's dive deeper, because I feel like this message is clear as day, and now I just got a couple of cards who flew like across the room. Hello? Give me 1 second, okay? Ooh, okay. Oh my god, it fell, it fell again, guys. I'm not gonna edit this out, so just bear with me. So, we have... Oh, I love this energy, guys. I really love this energy, because this is confirmation and I just saw 555. Are you kidding me? We have the Sun here, and we have the Ace of Pentacles, guys. As soon as you take things into your own hands and you start working towards improving yourself and getting good again, the sun will light up your life and your soul. I recently read that humans actually glow a tiny bit in the dark, but it's like so subtle that we cannot see it with our bare eyes. I don't know why I felt like mentioning that. Anyway, so you're about to glow again, guys, okay? But you need to take things into your own hands. You have all the tools you need. You need to take it into your own hands. Oh my God, guys, come on. What's going on here? What's got you so much in this victim mode? I wanna like pull a like clarifying card on it and find out what's got you so much like so stagnant, waiting for other people to like to come and save you. What else needs to come through? Wait. What needs to come through? What's got group number 3 so paralyzed? Ooh, guys, I truly feel like with the 10 of Pentacles, it's family, and this is different for everyone, but I feel like for you guys, group number 3, your family is basically like, this could be 2 ways, okay? So just give me a minute so I can explain. For some of you, you grew up in a very comfortable family where everyone got what they wanted, and that has kind of made you subconsciously think like that you cannot, because you've had such a comfortable life, you need to like you don't know how to use the tools and pull yourself out of the shit when shit hits the fence, you know? This is just for some of you. But for the other people, I feel like you grew up in a family that has probably... How do I say this? Wait. I feel like there were a lot of different energies in your family, but for a lot of you guys... Okay, I know this is like... If this doesn't resonate with you, just give it a minute, okay? Because I'm gonna explain. I was gonna say that for some of you, you guys grew up in a very toxic family as well, but I'm just not picking up on the energy here right now. This may be because, it's 2 ways. This may be because, first of all, it truly didn't happen. You truly had a like comfortable family and everyone was kind of like not traumatizing you, you know? And it was actually not as bad as many other stories you heard from other people, you know? So your family, like very reliable, very loving, very fortunate and lucky. I keep coming back to this message, by the way. I feel like you guys are very lucky and abundant, but you're taking it for granted. You're taking it for granted, and that needs to change. I truly, especially believe that if you're on social media and you see all these crazy things going on in the world, it is calling you to shift your perspective from your own little issues towards the grand scheme of things and realize that you're so fortunate and so lucky. For some of you, you might be complaining a lot about your family, while in reality, there's so much worse, you know? So much worse. And it doesn't, how do I say? It doesn't oh, what's the word? I forgot the word. Oh, I hate when that happens, guys. Um, I forgot the word, so I'm gonna explain it a different way. It doesn't invalidate. Oh, thank God. It doesn't invalidate your experience, because obviously your feelings are valid and all the lore you have, or even trauma, small or big, they're all super valid. But sometimes, especially when we find ourselves in that victim mentality, we need to remember we are the alchemists. You are the alchemist, group number 3, okay? You have all the tools you need, so it's time to start using them, okay? And I see somebody in your childhood, your whole life, there's this, oh my God, guys, I just got shivers. Oh my God, that was scary. I looked outside and I have this beautiful tree right in front of my window. And there was this like huge animal just like climbing on it. Whoa, my heart skipped a beat. What I was gonna say, I feel like there's this very present figure, like family figure in your life that is always gonna support you, and you can count your blessings. You can count them as a blessing. I feel like it's a her. She might still be around, and if she's not, she's still cheering you on, guys. There's this feminine energy I'm getting, like I'm picking up from your family, that's telling you to start using the tools because you're ready, and this is no longer a time to wait for other people. It's time for you to blossom and become the alchemist, okay? This is what's happening. Oh, I love this message, guys. And what I was gonna say, you know, your family life might have been shit, may have not been shit, doesn't matter, but I promise you, one ancestor has always been there for you. This feminine energy, whether it was in this life or the last life or like whatever, you know, she's always been there protecting you. I can heavily see that, okay? I want to find out who that is. Also, if you see pigeons or like birds who are like bigger, who like stop in the air and drop down in 1 second to hunt like mice or something. I don't know what they're called. You know, like those wild birds that are a bit bigger, who chase like mice or something, who eat that type of shit. If you see those birds, it's a message that she's around. Point blank. Okay? I can see that, but who is this? Spirit, who is this? What else do we need to know? Is it a spirit guide? Is it... Ooh, guys, I'm literally getting the shivers. We have the light priestess here. I feel like for a lot of you, this might actually be a spirit guide. Okay, your guardian angel. Galactic wisdom, cosmic ritual. Very like magenta purple energy right here. I love this, guys. I really love this. For some reason, I'm getting the energy of Rapunzel. Maybe some of you guys needed to hear that. I feel like you also are somebody that appreciates the art of light. And this sounds very, very random. But you like it when the light hits your room, the sunshine hits your room in the morning in some special type of way. Or you very much enjoy looking at like sparkles on water when the sun is also shining on it. Like there's something with light that's playing a big role here. Okay. I also feel like this person from the other side was such a mastermind and a great writer. And she, doesn't matter what gender, but I'm picking up on feminine energy, wants you to write. You are also a great mastermind and a great writer. And she's helping you to complete this tough cycle. As it says, the end of a tough cycle approaches. She's helping you out of that. Okay? You're also being called to journal more, to use your own power you have stored within your brain, your soul, your being, to get out of this like tough circle, guys. Okay, this is truly what I'm getting. Now, I feel like maybe like morning pages would be a good idea for you. I'm also getting like strong mermaid energy for some reason, like Rapunzel, mermaid, purple vibes, mastermind, writing. Like, guys, sometimes it can be all over the place, but this is just what I'm channeling, so take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? Now let's pull you some final messages because... Okay, wait, give me 1 second. Not this deck, but let's pull you one final affirmation card to see words you need to hear. Wait. A lot of you guys are gonna get very lucky with money. Don't spend it too much. Don't be reckless with your money is what I'm hearing. Be careful. Don't like fall into shopping addictions or something. Be careful with your money during the month of August. But you're gonna be receiving some. Okay? Now, the affirmation is, I'm willing to change, which is beautiful because you guys have some changing to do, okay? Stop playing the victim, take the tools, and start transforming your life. You are the alchemist. Now, let's see what it says. I'm willing to release old negative beliefs. They are only thoughts that stand in my way. My new thoughts are positive and fulfilling. And as I did for the other groups, I'm gonna hold it like this in case you want to take a screenshot and use it as your lock screen or something. I am willing to release old negative beliefs. They are only thoughts that stand in my way. My new thoughts are positive and fulfilling. Ooh. All right, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed this. Okay. But one more thing though. This is just for somebody, okay? Like, if you recently like had some issue with your car and it needed to be fixed, or maybe you even got like into a tiny accident, somebody like crashed your side window a tiny bit or something, like, or left like a scratch, or you accidentally did something like that, and now you're worrying about the money, just know it's being divinely guided. Okay? Be on the lookout. All right, but just know it's divinely guided. Be open for it to be solved. Okay? Very important message for you, group number 3. If there was anything that just happened like that, it's gonna be figured out. Okay? For somebody in here who just had issues with their car, or like it needs to go like be like repaired or something, like, I don't know, you know, just know that it's divinely taken care of. I see a blessing coming in there. But you need to use the tools in order to become the alchemist and start receiving abundance, because sitting there and complaining over it doesn't really help, you know? You need to sit there and be like, oh, thank you so much, universe, for figuring this out for me. Oh, I'm so grateful. This has already been taken care of. And now I'm gonna go, guys. I love you guys so much. I hope this resonated with you. Let me know if it did and what resonated and what you felt the most. I'd love to hear from you. And yes, I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.